baseball today, the greatest Oakland A's ever, and there's a lot to choose from. Sometimes you don't think about how dominant a team was until you look at their list and you think about some of the guys they had, and you think, yeah. Because I'm going to start off with Dave Stewart. Stu was a bad boy as a pitcher, and he was a great pitcher, very successful there. Uh, Bert Campaneris was a great fielder, very talented fielder, one of those guys that covered a lot of ground. Sal Bando, who played all 9 positions in the game, bad dude. Lighter Blue, great pitcher, came up big for them, obviously. And I'm going to name different names before I get to what I call the top of the cream. Dennis Eckersley, big time relief pitcher, came up big. Raleigh Fingers was big, you know. Then we get to Miguel Tejada. I mentioned Tejada, who was the era of the shortstops when Jeter, A-Rod, Norman Garcia Perry. Tejada is kind of forgotten, but that was a bad dude. He definitely put up some numbers and he could play that field. Then let's get to the creme de la creme. I mentioned Catfish Hunter, who was big time. But let's get to the big names, shall we? Jose Canseco, say what you want to say. Bash Brother, 40-40 Club, the first guy to do it, was bad in Oakland. He was the truth. He actually kind of like in a modern way re-brought them back to the map. He was something else. Mark McGuire, Big Mac, came out the gate, was swinging. Big time great player, big time. Um, you got to talk about the man who led the three-peat and then when it wasn't even fashionable to three-peat in any sport, Reggie Jackson was before he got to Baltimore for that 1 year, before he became Mr. October with the Yankees. The three-peat with Charlie Finley, the owner, was huge in Oakland. Came up big time. You still remember that ball he hit in the All-Star game, the longest one ever in Detroit. That was incredible. Reggie was a bad boy out there. Then we're going to get to who I consider to be Mr. A's himself, the one and only Ricky Henderson, who was one of my personal favorite players ever. One of the greatest players ever, all-time base stolen base leader, one of the greatest leadoff hitters ever, a man who was a winner wherever he went. That's the definition of a winner. I tell it to James Harden. If you want to look up a winner and your stat pad and you're bringing it, do it like Ricky Henderson. But anyway, there was a lot of great Oakland A's in the A's history. So anybody you want to talk about, feel free to name them below. There are a lot of guys who definitely rocked that yellow and white and those A's and the green, and they left a lasting mark. And the A's were definitely one of those teams that was always contending and memorable and had a lot of great success over the years with a lot of great talent. It's a shame that they're going to how their stadium and the whole thing in Oakland and all that, because when you think about historical, how impactful they were and what they did, they accomplished quite a bit and had a lot of great players come through their franchise. But let's get your thoughts and your takes. Please like, subscribe, work on thoughts, comments. And I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share the review like I'm out.